Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, let's do some fun crafting. Stay tuned. So before we get started, for those of you who are dropping by just to check out the channel and you've not subscribed, I would love to have you go ahead and subscribe. We are doing some amazing things. We're having fun. We're doing awesome crafting. So if you have not joined this online crafting family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And guys, here is today's project. It is super sweet, super simple, and so stinking cute. What is it? Well, it is a little flip top card portfolio. I've got 2 pockets, and each pocket will hold 4 mini note cards and 4 mini note card envelopes. And I'll pull out the cards. They're very simply constructed. All I did was fold it over my paper, then added some stickers to the front, put a liner on the inside. And these cards measure 3 by 4 when folded. And then I have coordinating envelopes that go with them as well. And like the sticker says, these are perfect. Sometimes we don't need an A2 size card. Sometimes we need just a mini little something to be able to give with our gift, or just a little quick handwritten pick-me-up note. And these truly fit the bill for that. So we're going to make this, and you're going to see just how simple it is to make the card wallet, the cards, the envelope, and the belly band. So guys, we are going to be using some chipboard on this project because I want my wallet to be sturdy. So here we go. And we need a piece of chipboard that measures 3/4 by 5. We need 2 pieces of chipboard that measure 5 by 5. We need a piece that measures 2 by 12. My wallet will hold 4 cards, so I have 4 liners for those cards, and these are 2 by 3 liners. And I have 4 envelopes in my wallet, so I need 4 envelope papers that measure 5.5 by 5.5. Then I have 4 by 6 pieces, and these are for my cards. Then I have an inside liner piece that measures 4 3/4 by 10 3/4. And then I have my jacket liner that measures 6 by 12. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make our belly band for this. So we're going to take the 2 by 12 inch piece and we're going to fold it into thirds. And some of you will ask, what is a belly band? It's basically just a wrap that we create to close something when we don't want to close it with ribbon or magnets or something like that. It's just a decorative wrap. So I am going to go ahead and fold this piece over as well. And I like to make sure that my belly bands, when I make them, are very sturdy, and that's why I do the fold over method, because I don't want them to be flimsy. So now I'm going to take some of my reptile glue, and we're just going to close this. And this is a process that you guys see me doing a lot, especially when I'm making handles. So I've got my glue on both sides. I am going to fold this over, and then I'll fold this over. Going to use my big old spatula. We're going to get this down. And guys, my big old spatula is from We Are Memory Keepers, but a lot of you have said you can find something just like this in the baker's section of any store. So I am just going to take this now and run it along my desk. And then we can set this to the side and let it dry. Didn't you really like this project from yesterday? Those of you who participated in the live chat, we had such fun. And I know that you guys really enjoyed this project, especially at the point where the bow went on. That is when the most comments came through. And you know what? We are going to do a giveaway. So if you participated in yesterday's live chat and left a comment, I am going to do a random drawing from those comments, and I will be putting together one kit of this project, and I will mail it out to one winner. So this is something that I think I'll start doing on a random basis. So when I do my premiere and we're involved in the live chatting, while I'm live chatting, I'm also capturing the screen names of everyone who participated in that chat. And on occasion, I am going to do random drawings from the chatters, and that way you guys will have a chance to win either the actual item that I've made or a kit so that you can make it yourself. And that's exactly what we're going to draw for today. We're going to draw for a kit, and that kit will include the whole look that you see here, along with enough paper and embellishments to make 4 cards and 4 envelopes, and then you can fill it with whatever else you want. So for those of you who haven't gotten on board with the live chats, come on, get on board, because who knows, your name might be picked. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to draw our winner for that awesome kit. So the way that I have it listed here, I have everyone's name who participated. I have your last name if that was provided, or a part of your screen name on a spreadsheet. So I will know exactly who my winner is when the name is drawn. I may only have a first name, but on my spreadsheet I have got your whole information. So for instance, I've got Jean here. I know what Jean's last name is. Maria, Marie. I know the difference between these two guys. So when your name is drawn, go ahead and shoot me an email at poshpaperladygiveaways@gmail.com to claim the prize. I am shipping this internationally. There are no limits on how you can win. If you're participating in my live chats, then you will also be able to participate in winning what it is that I'm giving away. So let's go ahead and pick our winner. And my winner is Dawn. Dawn. So Dawn, shoot me an email at poshpaperlady@gmail.com, and I am going to drop a kit in the mail to you to be able to make your own version of this sweet little bag. So guys, this is some of the fun things that we're doing on the channel, and it will be some of the surprise giveaways that I will have from time to time. So if you have an opportunity, join us on the live chat. We do it every Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Then we do it every Saturday and Sunday at 3 p.m. Set your notifications so you can get a reminder of when the live chat is about to take place. So Dawn, I hope that you're thrilled with this, and those of you who are there with me during the live chats, thank you guys so much, because I truly am having an amazingly awesome time. So now I'm going to bring in my 6x12 liner piece, my 2 pieces of chipboard that measure 5 by 5, and the 1 piece that measures 3/4 by 5. So all I'm going to do is place these down like this, because my space really is limited on all 4 sides. So I want to make sure that I have fairly even placement, and that's why I'm placing them down before I actually start taping them down. So I am going to lift the tape from this chipboard on the spine, and that's what I'm going to start with first. So then I'll take my spine and I'm simply going to place it down in between these 2. Okay, so now I can take my 5 by 5 pieces, and I am going to place this down on one side of my chipboard, and I'm giving myself about 1/8 of an inch in spacing. Then I'll take my second 5 by 5 inch piece, place it down using the same amount of spacing. Then I'm going to flip this over and just make sure that I have everything nice and stuck. And the paper that I'm using for this is from Simple Stories Kissing Booth collection, and this particular paper is called Smitten. And on this one, I also use the Kissing Booth by Simple Stories, and this one is Always Be True. I believe that these papers may still be available You just need to go out and do an internet search if you are interested in these particular papers. So now that we have our chipboard down, I am just going to use my stylus and go around the whole perimeter of this. So what I'm doing is taking my stylus, running it along the chipboard while pressing down into the paper to get a score. And doing this should help to minimize cracking. Won't necessarily take it away completely, but it will help to minimize that cracking. So I am going to stand this up, and on all four sides, I am going to fold this down, and then I'll come in with my scissors and miter cut my ends. And I know that you guys have a lot of questions about paper cracking. And just like the old bones in my body, they get brittle with time. So sometimes paper reacts the same way. Paper ages just like everything else. And sometimes the fibers in the paper may become brittle, and that may result in cracking. Sometimes a paper is just the thickness of it may make it prone to cracking. If a paper has treatment or glitter on it, may make it even more prone to cracking. So just go ahead and score along and just try to help it out as much as you can. So I am going to take my glue, place my glue down, fold this over, and then I am going to use my big old spatula to get this stuck down, and I'll do it over here as well. And seriously guys, if y'all could hear my bones creaking sometimes when I get up, you think I'm about to crack too. So let's get this stuck down, and then I'm going to take my big old spatula, bone folder, whatever you have, and I'm going to go along my end just to get everything nice and straight. Alright guys, so now that we have our edges folded over, we are going to take our liner piece, and the liner piece that I'm using measures 10 3/4 by 4 3/4, and I am just going to place my glue along my edges so that we can get this stuck down. And a lot of you have questions about the best way to get it stuck down so that it's straight. And guys, I don't always get it straight either. But one of the best ways to do it is to actually stand up when you're doing it and place it down, looking at it from overhead. And most of the time, if you do that, you can get it straight. But here's another tip. If you're placing your liner piece down, place the tape on the chipboard like I did, and then place glue along the edges, because when you have that glue on the edges, sometimes that'll give you wiggle room to be able to move it if your placement isn't exactly where you want it. But I don't always get my liner piece straight either. But the more you do it, the better you will become at it. So basically, I'm smoothing this out with my big old spatula. Then I am going to come into my spine and just make sure that I've got my glue worked in so that I don't have any bubbling. And I'll turn it around and come at the spine in this direction as well. And I'm just making sure that I've got that glue worked in. So here's what I mean by bubbling. I'm going to hold this up. If I had any bubbling or paper not down, you would actually see that. But everything looks like it's laying pretty smooth, so I don't have to worry about bubbling. But if I did, I would just take my spatula and move glue towards where the bubble is, and then I would just smooth it out. It's that simple in getting it down nice and straight. And then guys, when I was giving you the supply list, I actually left off the 2 pockets. So we will need 2 4x6 pieces for the pocket. And to make the pocket, it's going to be very simple. So we're going to place it in, and on 3 sides of this, we're going to score at 5/8 of an inch. So we'll score one long side at 5/8 of an inch, and we'll rotate it and score 5/8 of an inch on both shorter sides. So I'll do it on this one as well. So I am looking at how my flowers are going. Score one long side at 5/8 of an inch and the two short sides at 5/8 of an inch. Then, because I want my pocket front to look like this, I am going to take that top fold and just fold it over like that, and then I'll go ahead and just fold and burnish my other two. So let's do it on this one. I'm going to take that top fold, fold it over so that I have a decorative edge to that pocket, and then these I'll fold backwards. Now I'm going to use my glue, and I am going to take that 5/8 piece that I did on the long side, fold it down, and we're going to get it stuck down. Then I'm going to do the same thing over here. And we'll get this stuck down. And so now I'm going to bring my jacket back in, and we're going to put these pockets down. Very easy on how we put the pockets down. So we're going to have those flaps folded back. Let's place glue on the flaps. Then we're going to run a very thin bead of glue along the bottom, just like this. Now we're going to take this and just position it on the inside, just like that. Then I'll use my spatula to get my pocket stuck down. Going to let that dry, and then I'm going to go ahead and place the other one. So I am going to flip it around, and we're going to do the same thing. So when I put my pockets in, I want the pockets facing each other. So I'll take my glue, oops, I used a little bit too much glue there, and I am going to take this piece and put it down, trying to get it nice and even on placement with the one on the opposite end. And I'll use my spatula again to get this stuck down. And y'all know what I forgot to do? I forgot to place my glue right here on the bottom. So all I'm going to do is take my finger, open that up just a little bit, and I'll place my glue now. So there are very few things that we do in crafting that can't be fixed, and that's one of them. So now I can get that stuck down. Then I'm going to take my ruler, go on the inside, and just get my pocket opened up on both ends. And because of the way we laid these pockets down, I'm going to bring the other one back in so I can show you what I mean. Because of the way we laid this down, we have nice tightness inside. So when you place your cards, they're not coming out. Your envelopes are not going to come out. Everything is going to be in there nice and snug. So I just wanted to make sure you guys saw that so that you would know that when you make your project like this, you've got sturdiness. It's not going to fall out on you. So now we have the jacket. Let's go ahead and make a couple of the cards. So we're using our 4x6 pieces. And I am going to fold them in half, put my lid on my glue, and I am going to fold them. I want the floral print as my outside. So then I am going to use my 2x3" pieces for writing, and I am going to use my glue stick to put these down. And I know that some of you had questions about the glue sticks, and I did talk about these in a previous video. These are not standard glue sticks. These are not the type of glue sticks that you would get if you were going back to school shopping. These glue sticks have such an amazing stick on them. They are archival safe and the stick is permanent. So these glue sticks are very different from the glue sticks that we would normally pick up at the store. These glue sticks are no longer on the market, unfortunately, but I am holding up everything that you need to know about this glue stick in case you want to go and look it up. This is the actual glue stick information itself. So I am going to bring in my second 2 by 3 inch piece. I have my glue placed down on the back from my glue stick. I'm going to put that down. Use my bone folder to get a very good stick on this. Then I am going to take these and just put them in the pocket. You can decorate them more if you want. I'm going to keep them very basic for the purposes of this video. Then I'm going to set that to the side and we're going to make one of the envelopes. So I'm using my mini envelope punch board, and I like to use this one because anytime that I'm making small cards, having this little mini come out is just very handy. Got it from Tuesday Morning, but you can find these on Amazon. You can normally find them at one of the big box craft stores, and it really does create some of the cutest tiny envelopes. So I need a piece that is 5.5 by 5.5 for this card that I'm making, and I need to put it in at 3 1/8 of an inch and punch, just like I did with the big one. And then I have this groove line here. So when I punch and I put it in the groove, I'm basically using that to score. Then all I have to do from this point is I simply find that score mark that I made. I'm trying to find it so you guys can see it. There's my score mark, and then you have that little pointer tip right there. Just line it up with the score mark and punch and score. And then line it up with that score mark again, punch and score. Line it up one more time. Punch and then score. So now we can take this and fold it to get the envelope shape. Then I'll use my glue and I'll place glue along the edge of this flap here. Try to bring it up so hopefully you guys can see the glue that I placed. Then I'll put this down, use my bone folder, get that glue stuck, and now we have a sweet little envelope. And so then I just want to add a little character to my envelope, so I'm going to add just a little border piece just to kind of tie it in with the project so that when you're giving these out, the person getting it will know that everything is nicely coordinated. So I am going to take this piece, put it at the bottom, then I'll use my spatula to get it stuck, and now I can trim off the edges. So now that I have my little envelope decorated, I pull out one of my cards. You can see that we have a very sweet and coordinated look to this. So like I said, if you wanted to, you could actually place some more decoration on the front of your card, or you could leave it plain. So I am going to take this envelope, put it right there, and you guys will notice that on this one I did something different. I placed it so that my pockets were facing each other, and on this one I placed it so that the pockets were going in the same direction. So it's two different looks, but it's the same technique. So whichever look you happen to like, go with it, or mix and match the way that I just did here. So I am going to put this one back over here so that we can go ahead and make our sweet little belly wrap for this. Okay, so here is the piece that we started out making. to make our belly wrap, all we need to do is take this, and when I put it on, I'm going to put it on so that I am close to the bottom, not in the middle. So I am not going to make it excessively tight. It'll be nice and snug and wrapped, but it's not so tight that I'm pulling it closed. Then once I have it placed where I want it, I'm adding some hot glue, and I'll just join these two pieces. And then when I have the two pieces joined and that glue is dry, I will just come in on the side and just kind of square off my edges on the side just to make sure that everything is looking nice and neat. So then we get to decorate, and I have these wonderful stickers that I found at Tuesday morning, and I think I'm going to try to make one of these work for me. And I love this one. They're wooden stickers, and this one says, us friends always. And so I am going to place that right there because I actually do like the way that that looks, and I love the message that's on here. So when we take this belly band off, it's going to look like this. When we put it back on, we just slide it on, and then you slide it up to wherever you want it. The higher up you go with it, the more snug the fit is going to become because of the way that this flares out. So it gets tighter and tighter. But isn't that so stinking cute? Yes, it is. It truly is. So I am going to bring this one back in so that you can see both of these, and you can see just how simple they are to make. But we all need little note cards and stationery to write on from time to time. So we can make our own. We can pull out our papers, and guys, we can pretty much make whatever we want. If it can be made with paper, we can make it. So I'm going to open this up so that y'all can see the inside of this one. And then I'll open this one up so that you can see the inside of this one. Then I'm going to just raise the cards out just a little bit, give that overall look, and you can see just how cute these are. When you open them up, guys, we have a very cute, very quick little note card stationery set that we can make, we can gift, we can sell, we can keep. Totally up to you. So I hope that you've liked this project. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join my online crafting family. You guys have a great day. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.